Yesterday was Democrats, today Republicans got their turn at the Illinois State Fair. They gathered for their annual rally to focus on trying to regain relevance in Springfield.
Now, Republicans didn't get many wins in 2022 after Democrats increased their supermajorities in the State House and Senate. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Cole Hankey explains how the Republicans are hoping for a much better election cycle in 2024.
Then let's stop letting Democrats have one-party rule.
That was the rallying cry for Republicans at their annual state fair gathering. In 2022, Republicans lost ground across state government, and Thursday, they thought being blunt was the way to go.
That is always the question. Do you set expectations, sky high, or do you be more modest about it? And to get to a two-party state again, we'll take winning a lot of House seats and a lot of Senate seats. And we're not going to do that overnight.
But while they acknowledge they are down, they also say they are not out.
We're going to win, we're going to grow.
Republicans stuck to the hits today. Second Amendment rights, public safety, and criticizing the progressive policies that Democrats have passed over the past several years, even though that messaging did not result in many wins in 2022.
I don't think the message has been the problem, but the Democrats keep going farther and farther left, and that just makes the message more resonant.
Now it is about trying to take back power in Springfield, one seat at a time. To do that, they need two things: a new crop of candidates.
I think as a party, we need to look to people to bring them into these conversations that have had those real-world experiences.
And money. The Republican Party was vastly outspent in 2022 and will need to exponentially improve their spending to compete with the billionaire Governor Pritzker and the Democratic Party.
The time when we can rely on, a self-funder, like the Democrats rely on a self-funder to do everything for them and to organize everything, whether it be election integrity or get out the vote, is over.
Republicans also focused on driving voter turnout. And with 2024 being a presidential election year, whoever is at the top of that ticket could play a big role in getting people to the polls. But top Republicans wouldn't say if they think former President Donald Trump would be good or bad for Republicans at the state level after the most recent indictments.
Well, listen, I'm not in the business of saying who should run for president and not run for president.
If Donald Trump is at the top of the ticket in 2024, does that help or hurt Illinois Republican candidates down the ticket?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey.
Candidates can begin to circulate petitions in early September, which will be the official start to the election season.